Hey guys, it's Alam. So the 64-bit mod on beta 1.202 has recently been updated with the optional stripe lands fix, finally allowing us to see whether the Farver and Farthest lands really exist in their usual positions. So let's start by typing /TP 53 quadrillion 906 trillion once again, and then 100, and then 1,004,065,900. Alright, so when this loads up, you will see that the terrain to the south of 1.04 billion is indeed completely flat. And now I have to hit F 4 times to get rid of the glitch there. And the terrain over to the north of the 1.04 billion mark is still the same as it was before 53.905 quadrillion. So if the Farver lands really did exist, this section over here would actually not be flat. It would look more like over there. So yeah, guys, turns out the Farver lands really don't exist. But by the way, the cave systems are pretty messed up at this distance. But you might be wondering, what about the Farthest lands? Well, let's try 4 quintillion 313 quadrillion. It's 4 trillion 101,004,065,900. This is going to put me really far away, really far away, but you guys will see that the terrain out at 4.313 quintillion is still the same as it is at 53 quadrillion. So that means the Farthest lands really don't exist either. And instead, the Farver lands just keep generating all the way up until the fringe lands, which would actually not occur until a mind-blowing 9 times 10 to the 48 blocks out in the edge variations, and at a varying coordinate in the corner variations. Now I would like a mod to be made that one re-enables the farlands of the beta versions at 12,550,821, and allows for manipulating the noise scale on the X and Z axes individually. So like we can set the noise scale on the X-axis and on the Z-axis individually, instead of changing both in unison. And makes them 64-bit doubles instead of 32-bit floats, as even the maximum float would not be sufficient to view the fringe lands, as it would, and without also upgrading to 64-bit integers like in this mod. Now, it would be pretty cool. So I'm gonna make it, because then we could see the fringe lands in Java Edition, and I will actually make a video on it when such a mod is released. And you may be wondering, and you may be wondering, what would we find at double the Farver lands distance in the negative axes? Well, in this case, not much, actually. But maybe that's because I put myself too close to too far. Actually, maybe I put myself slightly too far or something. But around here, normally you would find like a sort of second set of Farver lands, which is very minor and is similar to the terrain changes that I saw deeper into the Farver lands in the positive directions. So we don't see that here. No, in some cases there would be a bit of an incline around here. In this case, it's just completely flat on the top. And I've also checked to see if that grassland thing let's also check to see if that grassland thing varies by quadrant. Let's see if we go -2 trillion. Let's see if we see a different biome. Apparently, it's at -2 trillion. All I can find is snow biomes. So it really does vary depending on which direction we go. Or maybe it is actually a new set of farlands entirely for biomes. And there's also a Farlands for beach noise in the beta versions at about 2 to 36 or 68 or about 68.719 billion. However, that would actually be pretty hard to see, because we'd have to find an area in the corner of Farthest that's near sea level, and I'm not sure if we actually have that here. But yeah, in this map. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for today. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. And hit the bell and click on all to get all notifications. And goodbye.